But without further ado, let's send it up to the gentleman who will call this game. Justin Koehler is with Owen Taylor. Gentlemen.
Thanks, Evan. Welcome, everybody, to Labatt Memorial Park. Should be a whole lot of fun here today. Nice battle between the Toronto Maple Leafs and the London Majors. You heard Evan talk about those details just on the field. Again, I'm Justin Koehler, joined by Owen Taylor. Should be a really fun match. Owen, at least the weather is on our side going into this.
Chance here, Zadunik over on first. The 0-1 pitch to Lenahan, swung on, drilled over towards right center. The center fielder not able to get to it. It gets behind him over towards the warning track. Zadunik round second, on his way to third. He's being sent home. Lenahan round second. He's on his way over towards third. And just like that, Trent Lenahan will tie up the ball game at 4 runs apiece. His offensive side has been a bit up and down at times, but he's been an incredibly clutch player when he's been called in the middle of some of these ball games. I had the chance to talk to him about that and how much he prides himself on being able to make the most of those opportunities when he's called on by Koehler and GM Rube Chanderdat. And clearly we've gotten an example of that today as he's standing over on first base. And he's going to break his way over towards second. Hit and run strategy. Eduardo Diolio grounds that one over towards shallow right field. Babiak rounds second over towards third on the hit and run. And suddenly the Majors have runners on the corners. They're threatening. Drops so far in London. That one dribbled. What a behind the back pickup from Travis Keys. They get the out at second. Attempt at first, not in time. What a play by Travis Keys on the mound.
Well, I'm a little speechless from that one. Just got there.
So it looks like both the starting pitchers so far are kind of leaning towards pitches down and away. We'll see how that caters going forward. I know Payano's been kind of tapering that off with a fastball upstairs. We'll see how Galco really develops in this one. But obviously it's good little momentum shift in the Majors' direction just early on in this one. It's been a consistent trend for the Majors so far, kind of getting off to a bit of a hot start in a few of their games. That one's upstairs.
Yes, they have been hot. They've also been hot on the base pass. 10 stolen bases already in just 5 games. Not sure if we'll see Lenahan run.
So Zadunik and in the box, that one driven deep towards left center. It's going back, and it is gone. A big display of power from Tucker Zadunik. His 3rd home run of the season, wanted to flash the power. Talked about it as we were going. Again, a great spot in the lineup for him, and he gives the Majors a quick 2-0 lead. To talk about the other person that's in front of you rather than talking about yourself, I think I've heard that as a pretty consistent thing about a lot of first basemen. So very fitting of you to say that. As that one's driven into the gap between first and second base. Majors continuing their hitting streak here in the bottom of the 2nd. And so, Kate, getting honored for your baseball accolades, obviously plenty of international play, but you also have a history in hockey as well from pretty early on. Can you talk about some of the certain aspects from each game and how they catered to one another as you were young and growing up in both those sports?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, there's a lot of research around playing multiple sports when you're growing up, makes you a better athlete, makes you more resilient. So just having the opportunity to have that little bit of a break from baseball, different experience, different coaching style, little different sort of team game, and I think it played in really well into helping me be successful in baseball and just resilient as an athlete overall.
It's the payoff pitch, swung on, drilled over towards center, and it's gonna drop. Another hit, and it's gonna score 1. It scores 2, and 2 RBIs off the bat of David Dreyers.
What a swing by Dreyers. 2 runners in scoring position, and that one will drive in 2. What a swing by the Majors' 3rd baseman.
What an inning this has turned out to be for the London Majors. Completely turning things on their head. Now up 5-2. All of their hits so far in this inning, all of their runs so far in this inning. What a crazy momentum shift for the London Majors.
I take pride in it. I definitely, I know it matters, and I definitely enjoy doing it.
And so shifting gears a little bit, obviously you're not only one of the guys that comes in with a little bit of experience in this league,
For sure.
You also come in with a little bit of hardware. Obviously, you won that big award last year. I was with you when you actually got the ring.
Yes.
Now that it's been a little while that you've had to decompress with that, just how much did that impact last season mean to you?
To actually see, like, finally that hard work kind of paid off. To be honest, it was the perfect storm, because how many close games did we play in last year?
Oh my goodness.
It almost felt like every game, right? You know, being a Canadian baseball player kind of etched my name a little bit in some history. So it's an honor, like, truly.
Zadunic was kind of aiming for that left center.
As that one swung on over towards center, it touches the outfield grass. Zadunic rounds third. He's on his way home. Morello tries to throw home. They throw it to the pitcher, back over towards second, not able to get him in time. And that makes it back-to-back RBI doubles for the Majors as Lenihan drives in another run, and it's a quick 2-0 lead. Quite the turn, quite the quick shift here in this one. So 2 outs. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, skied over towards left center. The center fielder dives for it, not able to come up with it cleanly. It drops. Whittle will slide his way over towards third, and that'll be a single off the bat of Adam Thuss. Looks like the Majors are starting to shift into small ball mode. Nothing too crazy. Liriano doing a fairly good job on the mound. Just getting some soft contact from the Majors, but the Majors are just driving it to exactly where they need. So that one swung on, driven down the first base line, but stays fair. It drifts over towards right field. Zadunic making the turn from first over towards second. The right fielder, Puig, not able to get to it in time. Looks like Zadunic thought about racing over towards third, but he'll stay over at second. What a hit, what a spot to hit for Tucker Zadunic.
Yeah, good hit just right down the first base line. Is maybe a little bit of a miscommunication between the third base coach and Zadunic.
Zadunic likely saved Puig from an error on that play, not going over towards third. Again, I think you're definitely right. Might have been a bit of a miscommunication there, because from the looks of it up here in the broadcast booth, he definitely could have made it over towards third if he wanted to. Again, Puig kind of bobbling the ball over and right. As Diolio gets bat to ball here, and it drifts just past the glove of the second baseman Ross in towards center. Zadunic racing all the way home on the play, and an RBI single off the bat of Eduardo Diolio.
They couldn't score as well, so some tough hitting for the Majors.
That one swung on, fouled back. It's one of those ones that I like to call a 3D foul, where it comes almost right back in the direction of us in the broadcast booth, where almost makes my heart drop a little bit. But again, the Majors installing some new netting for 2026, so looks all fresh and sharp and keep us safe back here, and a lot of fans in attendance as well. Next one swung on, driven deep over towards left center. The center fielder, Patterson, not able to get underneath it. It splits the outfielders, so it drops. 1 run will score. Diolio coming in. Luis Jean running around as well. And a 2 RBI double off the bat of David Dreyers.
What a swing from Dreyers. He's got 4 RBIs now on the night. He continues to be clutch for the Majors with runners in scoring position.
It looked like that might have been a case of some miscommunication over in left center.
Yeah.
The center fielder, Patterson, looked like he tried to call it off. Again, usually the center fielder is the one in control of the outfield, but the left fielder, Dos Santos, still running in for it, and it looks like both of them almost broke off it a little bit, allowing it to drop. But in any case, Dreyers and the Majors will take it, trimming a little bit off that lead, still down 11-7.
A little bit of trouble. 1 out here in the inning.
I wouldn't be shocked if Laird starts working a bit more in the bottom part of the zone as he throws over to first. Might try and induce a double play here by shifting things downward. Obviously, it looks like he's gotten bitten on a few of the pitches up in the zone, those fastballs that have just been pretty level but hard hit swings over towards the grass.
Here's the pitch, breaking ball, line down the right field line. That's foul.
That fastball up high and that breaking ball down low, and they have made the adjustment here in the top of the 7th, and it's impressive to see.
As Davis Nadal skies that one over towards right center. Tucker Zadunic making his way back, but that one is over the fence. A grand slam off the bat of Davis Nadal. What a hot shot for him. His first home run of the season, and a loud one at that. So the Royals now take a 9-5 lead. I think we saw a little bit of everything in today's contest. Some of the good, some of the bad. A lot of bobbled plays out in the field from some of the defense, both for the home and for the away team. A good amount of small ball in this one, some home runs as well. But the Majors really looked dominant in this front, almost start to finish, getting things going with 2 runs in the first, another in the second, the fourth, the fifth, and then in the 8th as well to come up with the win. Great effort here from both sides. Great effort pitching and offense-wise for the Majors. What a fun one. Obviously, tough to pick the player of the game for today. A lot of standout players across the board, but we'll jump things down over to our third member of the broadcast, Evan Frederiksen, to introduce today's player of the game.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Here with Victor Payano, the player of the game. 7 innings, 8 strikeouts. How you feeling, man?
Evan, thank you so much. What a great game across the board for the London Majors. Victor Payano, a pretty standout one for the player of the game today. What a performance from Payano across the board on the mound.
Yeah, it was a great performance from Victor, and 7 innings of just 2-run baseball, and his ability to work the zone, both the upper part as well as the lower part. His ability to just work everywhere around the zone, really. It's just exceptional to watch him work and to see what he's able to do against these hitters. You see, they were never really able to find a way to work around him at all.
The Maple Leafs tried a few times to get a few runners on, able to score as well, 2 runs back in the 5th, but were not able to fully shift momentum in their favor. And a lot of that is just because of how good the pitching has been for the Majors. Another standout performance from one of their starters. Obviously, Keys, Pimentel yesterday, and now Payano today. Just some standout efforts across the board. Again, they'll be looking to carry it forward as they head over to Welland tomorrow for a matchup against the Jackfish. Coming back home on Sunday for that mascot game here in town against the Guelph Royals. Should be a lot of fun. Be sure to tune back in, whether you're on CBL TV or Majors TV. Again, I'm Justin Koehler, joined by Owen Taylor, Evan Frederiksen, our third man down on the field. Thank you so much for tuning in for today's broadcast, wherever you are tuning in from. Again, this has been London Majors Baseball right here on Majors TV.